Hey, it's Mark with One More Cast Pro Guide Service. I shot a video a while back of my recap for Wheeler and the ABT. I watched and I really didn't like it. It was pretty terrible. I tried to rush through it and it wasn't good at all. So I actually still have what I had tied on at Wheeler, tied on this one rod right here, because this one rod is pretty much what put my fish in the boat as far as that goes. The ABT Wheeler was not an easy event for me and my partner. One, my boat was still in the shop, so reaching out to friends. Fortunately, I got a really good friend whose son fishes with him, and his son had his boat out there in Decatur and was gracious enough to allow me to use his boat. Had no practice, had plenty of adversity. Just went out there, and I talk about it a lot, which is fishing your strengths. If you are struggling, fish your strengths. Don't listen to everybody and what they say works, because what works for them might not necessarily work for you. So we went and we were a late boat number. I mean, really had nothing going for us. I think we finished 28th. We went way downriver and fished some deeper, bluffier walls and stuff down towards the Wheeler Dam, which is a place I'm very comfortable with. Usually catch some pretty good smallmouth down there and get a lot of bites usually. So we go down there, start throwing nets and swim baits and stuff like that, catch a few. And then I decide I'm going to throw a jig. So I pull out my little 1/4 ounce Arky head. I call it my mini flip. I paired it up with a Missile Mini D-Chunk and green pumpkin. As you can tell, the jig's just like a green pumpkin with some chartreuse. It's got a little magic crawl. I love this jig. Paired it up on an Enox by LX Strike rod. It's a 7.2 medium heavy fast, or actually it's a 7.2 heavy fast, with a Shimano Metanium shallow spool edition. I love that reel. It hardly ever backlashes. It's just a great reel. I use them a lot for skipping, but it also just works well from throwing these lighter jigs like this 1/4 ounce flip. I feel like the fall rate helped me. My partner put 3 in the boat, I think, or 2 or 3 in the boat in the live well. That he put 3 in the live well that were on a 1/2 ounce jig. He caught them in a little bit deeper or shallower water than where I was catching mine. But whatever. We put a jig in front of them and they bit it and they ate it. We caught probably 40 fish that day. Had a great time. I was joking with my partner. He said he Venmo'd me his part of the gas, and it said for the Wheeler guide trip, because we caught so many fish and had a blast. But I will say this: the 2 biggest fish that went in the live well were caught on this jig right here. This one in particular, and you can see I trimmed it down for the way I always trim my jigs. That paint held up very well. I've gone to the matte finish on a lot of my jig heads. I just feel like it holds up well. It's just I like it. Looks good. I think I was using 20-pound test Sunline SC Sniper on here. So that's what we did. That's what worked. I mean, we caught fish all day. Every spot we went to, we caught fish. We went kind of all over the place, but definitely stayed in more of the deeper areas. And we didn't go fish any ledges. Fished some current breaks and some pockets off the main river channel. Pretty much, we stayed in the main river all day, but we didn't fish any ledges. It was all around like industrial stuff and stuff like that. Had a great time though. I like Wheeler. I think it don't get the credit, of course, as a Gunnersville or Pickwick or even a Wilson, but it's a good lake. It's huge, but I appreciate everybody checking us out. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on TikTok, YouTube. Uh, would love to get you in the boat with me for a guide trip. And just get out there and fish your strengths. I mean, I try to practice what I preach. Fish what you know works for you. You know, that right there will take care of those days where you just don't really know what you want to do, and you don't know what to do if you don't have practice. Go out there and fish your strengths. Thank you. God bless.